When we try to hit the ground running in an area without first learning to master ourselves, it is so much easier for us to fall off. But once we learn to master ourselves, everything starts to flow from there. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Christy and I make content centered around realizing no matter where we are in life, no matter our age, we are just on time to live the life of our dreams. And 2024 is going to be a year of change, changing our lives, changing our mindsets, changing our habits so that we can get to the life of our dreams. If you're looking to level up this year and make this be your all-around glow up year while still having fun, and you need some actionable step-by-step guidance of how to do that, I got you. So make sure you're subscribed because that is what we are all about this year. Today, I want to talk about why, but then also how we need to master ourselves in order to make changes that not only happen, but they also stick. So first, what does it mean to master ourselves? Mastery has two different parts to it. First, there is having control in an area, and that's what we typically think of as having discipline. We know how to make ourselves do something and get ourselves to do something, and we have discipline in that area. I think we have all heard that the key to change is having discipline, but discipline only works when it is something that we know how to do. And so the other part of that mastery definition is being knowledgeable and then skillful in an area. Why is this important to know? We are at the beginning of the year where we are so excited about our goals, and it is so easy for us to hit the ground running and say, I'm gonna do this, and this. But then a few weeks down the road, we burn ourselves out and we no longer have motivation in that area. It starts to feel like work, and we just don't want to do it anymore. And that goal very quickly becomes a thing of the past. And it's because we haven't incorporated both parts of mastery into whatever it is that we're trying to do. So how do we master ourselves? There are two big things that we need to do when we are working to master ourselves. The first thing is to look at the big picture, and the second thing is to set the environment for change and success. So I'm going to go into both of those in a little bit more detail. The first one, looking at the big picture. And what I mean by that is looking at the big picture of your goals. Like I said, this is the time of the year where we are feeling really excited about what our goals are. We are feeling that freshness in the air. We're feeling that anticipation of the things that we want to make happen. And so we want to capitalize on that. What we usually do is we go hard in the paint and, like I said, burn ourselves out. But we want to use that energy that we're feeling right now for good so that we can make that last as long as possible. And yes, at some point, we'll probably lose that excitement and we'll have to depend on our discipline and our commitment to that area to keep us going. But as long as we can keep that excitement and that freshness there, we want to keep that. And the way we do that is by looking at our goals as a marathon and not a sprint. Say, for instance, you want to lose a few pounds. If you start the year by going on the most extreme diet and doing the most extreme workout plan, then in a few weeks, your body is just going to burn out because it is tired. It's not used to that. It doesn't want to do it anymore. And you will have felt like a failure because you didn't give yourself a chance to build up to that. January is for getting started and for getting traction in an area, and you can always refine, you can hone it down a bit, and you can fine tune the process as you go throughout, but you have to start somewhere, so you want to start big. By starting big, we give ourselves some wins so that we can build trust with ourselves in order to do more and in order to go deeper and in order to keep going after the thing that we want to go after. So what does that look like? With the weight loss example, that would look like making sure that you are buying some healthy foods and getting some healthy foods inside of your body, making sure that you're getting in some movement, not going to the most extreme place that you can possibly go so that you can lose 15 pounds in 3 days. If you want to get out of debt, you need to educate yourself on exactly where your finances are and then start making a budget to match your needs. If you want to get a new job, then that starts with updating and reviewing your resume and making sure that it has all the components that will match the new job that you want to get. If you want to start a business, you have to start researching what other people are doing in that space of where you want to start this business. By starting big and starting a bit more broad, we give our bodies and we give our minds a chance to get used to this new thing being part of our identity, being part of who we are, and lasting change comes when this thing is now part of our identity. The next key is to set the environment for change and success. To do that, we have to first get into a routine. I did a video about this in my 7-week reset. So if you're wanting to learn how to be able to set a routine, you can check that video out. I will link it in the cards. But the goal of having a good routine is to be able to have something that pushes us toward our goals. It's already naturally embedded within the things that we do. And so we don't have to spend so much time thinking about how am I going to get this thing done, because we put it in our routine to be able to do. So for example, if I am working on my health and fitness goals and saying I want to lose a few pounds, if I make sure that a workout is part of my morning routine and is one of the first things that I do within my day, I don't have to look at my everyday and think, when am I going to work out? I know it is just part of my routine. It is already part of the habit that I do. So it is me naturally building in space and time for me to work on my fitness goals. If making my bed is part of my everyday morning routine, then it's putting me in the mind space of having a home that is clean and decluttered. As we are getting in a routine, we also want to make sure that our environment matches where it is that we're trying to go. First off, you got to clean up, point blank, period. And whatever clean means to you, you have to clean up. We cannot function. We are not designed to thrive and to function in a messy space. Oftentimes, what our physical environment looks like is a reflection of what is happening internally within us. At the end of the day, goals are about having order in a particular area. And if we don't have order in our physical space, in the things that we can see, then we're not going to be able to manage and keep in control and keep in order those things that we can't see. Make sure to get rid of anything that is going to hinder you from your goal. So whether that is clutter, those physical things that we can't see that are stashed away, getting rid of that clutter. Maybe that's a digital detox of unfollowing people who just don't serve us in any capacity. Maybe for whatever reason, they are just clutter. Get rid of the digital clutter. Back to the weight loss example. If you're working to lose weight, get rid of snacks that you know you don't have control of. Get it out so that it's not something that is stopping you from being able to reach your goal. If you're working on getting your finances in order, maybe you realize there are a lot of areas where you have this uncontrolled spending that is not within your budget. Make sure that you are getting rid of that so that you can get to a place of getting your finances in order. Anything that is not adding value to our lives and that is not helping us to meet our goals, we have to get rid of that, or at least severely restrict and limit those things. And then the flip side of that is to add things that keep us motivated and focused. So maybe that is pictures or quotes or a vision board. My husband and I, we just finished our vision board and are so excited about it. And every time I look at mine, I feel so excited about what it is that I'm trying to do in these different areas of my life. If you've done a digital detox while you're unfollowing people, make sure that you're also following some people who do speak life into you and who are more knowledgeable in whatever particular area that you're trying to go. Somebody who motivates you and encourages you. With my fitness example, if you're trying to lose weight, add new recipes and new meals so that you can make it fun. You don't want to eat the same boring thing every single day. There's so many ways to be able to get to a fitness or a weight loss goals in ways that are fun and that are enjoyable and not boring. If you're trying to get organized for your life, find a new planner. I love a planner. And for years and years and years, my whole life, I've been a pen and paper girly where I just write it down. But I have been turned over to the digital side. I got my first digital planner and I'm so excited to use it. I will update you on how that's going, but I'm so excited to use it. I can still actually write on it like I do my paper and pen, but I can take it with me everywhere I need to go. So I'm very excited about that, so I'll report back. But do things and add things to your life that also keep you motivated and keep you focused toward where it is that you're trying to go. By looking at the big picture of our goals and setting the environment for change, we're giving ourselves the time and the space to learn how to do this new thing, to become more skillful with it, to make it be part of our identities. And we're learning how to become more disciplined in that area, which is what we need for self-mastery. I want you to let me know in the comments, what is one area of your life that you are working to master? And looking at the big picture, where can you get started? Alrighty guys, so that is it for me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? I'm gonna need you to jump on that. I love you and I will see you in my next. Bye for now.